Oh god, here we go again. We have another update coming from Roblox that absolutely no one asked for. Today I opened Twitter. The first thing I saw was this tweet right here from Bloxy News. They said Roblox has revamped the community page with a new navigation bar, circular emblems, and a redesigned layout. This is really cool. This is great. Like, it's probably not that big of a deal, but it's fine because I can now make a video about this and be as dramatic and over-exaggerated as possible, saying that Roblox just completely ruined the entire website because they have changed the group icons from squares into circles. Okay, I was going to be so dramatic with it, but when I tell you, when I went to visit this page for myself to check on my own group to see what has happened to it, the entire new layout is so ugly that I'm no longer being dramatic, I'm being honest. I took myself over onto Roblox, of course. I am here on the homepage, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really navigate Roblox as much as I used to, okay? So I just spent the last like 5 minutes going through this little sidebar on my homepage trying to find where on earth they could have possibly moved groups to. Unfortunately, I remembered that they renamed it to communities, but like, just brace yourselves. Okay, you had no time to brace yourselves just then because it loaded instantly, but this is obviously my group. Feel free to join if you'd like to do so. I don't really know what people do in Roblox groups anymore, so like, it's not, you know, the most active thing in the world, but it's still here. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this entire layout is just really bad. I don't like it. This side part over here, I do really like how this looks. I will give you like a little positive note on this one. This part of it looks incredible. Okay, we have the communities. It would be better if it still said groups, but we have the option to see all of them, which is okay. This is absolutely not all of my communities. In fact, my groups aren't even here. Like, when you go to your own groups that you are in, if you have the option to search your communities or see all of them, you would expect that see all would take you to all of the groups that you are in, but no, this has taken me to all of the groups that my friends are in, experience studios, building, role-playing, fan groups, so minus points for that part. But the rest of this, it does look very cool. Okay, it has my primary group, which again is my own group. We have the option to search all of our groups, but my problem is what this entire layout looks like. Not the circle, although they did mess up my group logo entirely to go from the square where it was actually zoomed in, and for some reason they have zoomed out completely for the circle, and I have these weird little side grey parts on my entire circle. But yeah, I was going to be very dramatic, over exaggerating and telling you, oh my god, Roblox just ruined the entire website because they changed a square into a circle. But the rest of the layout being this ugly makes the circle look quite good, like quite tolerable at the very least. Okay, unfortunately, this is my group description, which for some reason it no longer tells you that this is the description. You just have to guess at this point. In fact, the description is above where it says about. So where it's saying that information about my group should be, in fact, the only thing under there is the group shout and obviously my members, the group wall. That's it. For some reason, the description is now above where it should be. We do still have the store. Everything here seems to be perfectly fine. Everything there is acceptable. But with this being my group description, this is absolutely not how I laid this out. And we can see that confirmed when I press more and it takes me to the actual about section. It shows you truly how it should be laid out. Again, absolutely complete opposite to what it's showing me here. I mean, the text is exactly the same, but the way that it's laid out is obviously extremely important because it lists my rules. Okay, listed like this makes it look terrible. These don't even look like rules anymore. It's just really bad. It looks like I don't know how to lay out a group description. And also, even worse for people that are trying to get like recognition elsewhere on other platforms, I guess, for some reason they have also moved all of the social links into this little about section that you can only see when you press more, when previously they would have been like right here, right under the group shout, with big massive icons to show that it was Twitter or YouTube or Discord, and now it's really small. There is no color to it. It's a little bit less obvious that that is what these links are for. So I mean, ultimately I don't really care. I told you I don't navigate Roblox as much as I used to. I'm not really too sure what people still use groups for on Roblox, but for anyone who does and actively uses their groups and tries to like network onto other platforms through their group, this is gonna be a very bad change. And I mean, overall, for me, my main problem is it looks bad. I don't like it. I think my main problem with it is actually the description. Going from this, they clearly know how it's supposed to look, to this, like they've reformatted it to fit into their new ugly layout for some reason. Also, where it shows the members and your current rank, these also look really weird. I think it might look a little bit better actually if this would have stayed in a square. The rest of this is still exactly the same, but yeah, that's all there is to this new change. I really just think it looks ugly, and that's my main concern with this, which is a very valid concern. Okay, people tell me that I'm not justified to be complaining about things just because they look a little bit ugly. I'm allowed to say that. That's really all I have to say about this. Roblox revamped the community page. I suppose this is gonna be in preparation for them. I think they're removing the group wall or the group shout, or I don't know, they are removing something to completely replace it with forums that are going to be in each separate group. I think it might be the group wall, so eventually this just won't be there entirely, and instead we're gonna have a new section up here somewhere called forums, so maybe it might be in preparation for that, but they didn't have to make it look this ugly to add a new feature. They could have just added the new feature. So please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about Roblox completely changing the way that the groups look, and it kind of just looks ugly now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.